Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 video, and today we are doing another episode of the coloured solar system. So this is going to be the second to last episode, so that means the next episode is going to be like the finale of this series, since there's literally no more colours to do. So yeah, if you remember last episode we did the indigo coloured solar system, so dark blue basically, and yeah, here it is. So if you remember, I did mess it up but I have fixed it, so you can see here it's pretty much the best replica I could make of the original one. So yeah, we've got that. But anyways, let's get into today's new simulation. But anyways, before we start, guys, there's actually one thing I want to do here, a little continuation from yesterday's episode. And also, we're already halfway to 1,500 subscribers. This is insane. Like, it's not even the 10th of November yet, so we've gone up over 100 in less, or we've gone up almost 100 in literally less than 10 days. So that is awesome. We only hit 1.4 not that long ago, so this is just awesome. Yeah, I cannot thank you guys enough, because it's just awesome. Like, it goes up so quickly. So yeah, I cannot thank you enough. But anyways, continuing from yesterday's episode, lots and lots of you literally said to me, so if I'm just get the comment up now, so just so we can have an exact look. So going back to the pistol star where we're doing how luminous it was, if we go to the comments here, if I just quickly check on my phone here, so I asked do you guys know how luminous it was, and every single one of you said 1,600,000. So we're going to go ahead and add that in, because yeah, so 1,600,000. Okay, there's a lot of zeros, but is that it? So that's 160. That's 1,600. That's 16,000, 160,000, and then so well, that's 1.6 million. So we're going to go ahead and update that. So that's all done. So now we've got all of that. We finally got the pistol star correct. So that's perfect. Anyways, so today the color we are doing is Hazel. So it's sort of like that dark greenish eye color people can have. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can make a background to show this off. So we'll just use the green one as a template here. But Hazel, if we go to the green, it's sort of like a mixture of like green and yellow, I want to say. Something like this sort of color. This sort of like hazily, I don't really know honestly, but I think this is Hazel. So if we just go and change this color to, let's go to the green and just do a dark sort of greenish. Okay, wow, that's not even visible. What the heck? Game, what are you doing? Did we break it? Right, let's just try a different one. See if that makes a difference. Oh, there's the red. Okay, we need to do it on one that's got tons of colour all the way around. Okay, let's try this one. So, okay, let's go back to the sort of dark colours here. So, okay, this should be interesting. So, does that work? I don't know. Maybe a bit more yellow to it, just to get that little extra. Then we can increase the brightness of it. See that? I'd say that's Hazel, sort of like a hazily colour. Like, it's not really the easiest thing to find. So if I just look at Hazel quickly, I'll just go on images here. Yeah, Hazel's sort of like a dark greeny yellow colour. So yeah, I think that looks sort of fine, I guess. Maybe just a tad bit of yellow sort of colour in there. That, I'd say that's Hazel. Or anyways, it's sort of like a dark military green. So however you want to call it. But yeah, I'll just call it Hazel for this. So we'll increase the star intensity so we can actually see some good stars here. So yeah, there we go. So since there are no green stars, as you guys should probably all know, what star should we use today? So, okay, I think I'm going to use a white star again. So let's go for just a random white star here. So let's go with Castor Gem, maybe. This star here. Or we could try, where's the irregular Sirius? I know this is a very bright star as well. It's quite a hard choice, actually. That Wolf, that's a really small star. So we could have quite a small system. So let's go with Castor Gem BA. I know there's so many Castor Gems. It's like a triple system or something. I think that's like 6 stars in it, or however many there is there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's a 6-star system with like 3 binary orbits, so that's 6. Anyways, we got our first one here. Then let's have Wolf orbiting this star. So hopefully that will work. Okay, it looks like it will. So let's pull it at a distance. Actually, how luminous is this star? Let's see. Okay, so it's not the most bright star in the world. So, okay, so it's 14 times brighter than the sun. Okay, we can work with that. So let's put the Wolf star. Let's put it here. Oh, look how small the little Wolf one is. The little Wolf habitable zone. So let's put it just in the blue sort of area here. So let's put it there. So I'm hoping that is in orbit now. Okay, it's in a little binary orbit. Okay, that works. Perfect. So here is little Wolf. Anyways, let's get started with the planet. So One thing that's good about this is I think I do have a gas giant which we could use in this. If you remember, my old custom Uranus was like a greenish sort of like a greenish sort of colour. So I don't really know how to explain it. A green colour. But anyways, I still have it here. So if we go ahead and place this bad boy in, so let's have it orbiting Wolf. Let's put it there. So here's our first planet of the day. It's not evaporating, is it? Please say it isn't. Okay, so yeah, that's looking good actually. So that is a dark sort of, yeah, to me that is sort of like a hazely colour. Like it fits in with the background quite nice if we just disable that quickly. That fits quite well. So I think this is definitely usable. It's sort of like a hazily sort of colour. So yeah, either way, hazel, military green, like I said, however you want to call it, because they're similar. So right, let's start playing with the settings here. So right, well, how big should we make it? We don't want to make it too large because we do not want it to muck up this star, since this doesn't have a lot of mass. So let's give it about maybe the mass of Saturn, maybe. So about, I don't know, 50. Let's put it to, let's go 40 Earths. Okay, I think that's reasonable size. So let's put it back on realistic mode. So look at the light from Wolf compared to the light from the other star. Like, that's just so much difference in light. You got the dark red star, and you got the bright white star. That's pretty cool. So here's Wolf again. So should we have it on more of a tilt? Yeah, I'm going to put it on the tilt. So let's incline it a little bit. So let's do that. And then green, we'll just have to move you downwards manually. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's put you in orbit again. All right, perfect. And then let's auto orbit, fix you up, and there we go. So let's also make sure it's, let's put it at this point so it doesn't get taken by the other star. All right, so that's looking good. So now we've got our first planet. Now, oh, it's quite hot in temperature here as well. So which star is warming it up? Is it the blue star or is it the red star that's doing that? Surely it can't be the red star. This star's, it's not even in the habitable zone for it, so it must be the blue star, or the, yeah, it's a blue star, not a white star. So okay, that's looking good. Right, let's try and have one a little closer to this. I do have a second green gas giant we can use. I think I'll head to it a little later. So let's just put it over, let's put it, I don't know, there for the time being, just so we can just have it there. So next up, I think we can use a Venus here. I think this is probably the most appropriate sort of system for Venus as well. I've used it in previous episodes with like the green system and stuff, since it does sort of look green. But this colour scheme really fits the Venus, or really fits Venus properly, since if we just go on a flashlight mode, Venus is a similar colour to the gas giant over there. Wait, are they really close to each other? Oh, they are as well. Wait, wait, how big is that? Oh, I thought it was the planet. That's just losing material. See, it was so camouflaged in. Now, I thought it's all of its material that was coming off it. It was actually the planet. But yeah, so Venus does fit in with this system quite nicely. So let's go ahead and see how hot it will get. So put it on orbits here. Right, how warm are you going to get? So it doesn't seem like it's getting too hot here, honestly. So I may have to move it a little closer because I don't want it to have a slight temperature to it. So let's move it a little closer. So is that going to heat it up? I want it to be in like the 500 degree sort of area. So okay, let's see how it goes here. Okay, it's still a little different. Actually, let's decrease the albedo a bit. That'll really heat it up. So here's Venus. So you can see the sort of hazily coloured surface with the orange below. So yeah, it is orange, I know, but the atmosphere makes it more of a hazel colour. So yeah, that works. That's good. Wow, look how dim it is on this side. Wow, is that just... Huh, interesting. So that's on realistic mode. Look, it's sort of getting light from this side and that side. Huh. It's very dark here, even though the other star is quite bright. But I'm guessing since we are sort of out of its habitable zone, as you can see here, so I guess that works. So now we've got two planets orbiting, so we just got a regular old Venus. So anything we could name it? I don't know. Let's just call it Ven. Just Ven. I don't know. Just so it has a different coloured clouds. I don't want it having the red clouds for this. So yeah, just going to leave Venus like that for now. So, or Ven like that. So there is that. Alright, Castor Gem. Let's head back to you. And actually, let's go to this green object. I want to put you a lot closer, actually. So let's put it at 1 AU. So make it about the distance Earth is from the Sun in our system. So how hot is the temperature here? So yeah, this one's slightly different from the other green one. It has got a little more white in it, but it still has the sort of greenish lines in it. So that makes it eligible for this system. So that's fine. So next up, we're going to make this guy a little bigger as well. So let's give this guy about a mass of 1.7 Jupiters. So nothing too extreme. But it's quite a large planet. This is very large for its mass, actually. There's Jupiter compared. So this is quite a big object. So next up, right. let's just use Iris as the default sort of. Let's use Iris. We're gonna have some moons around this. Let's just use Iris. Actually, let's just put a bunch of random sort of rocket planets. Oh, there's my old custom Ganymede before they added the texture in. Let's use Theckery. I know we've used that before, but oh well, I like that one. So here's my old Ganymede before they added a custom Ganymede in. It's the best I can make it, but it definitely has changed appearance since the old updates of the game, since they added this color system in. So let's see what we can do with this. So we could probably make some very unique looking colors of this sort of like dark green, yellowy sort of color. So that's pretty interesting. Let's also put it to this sort of colour. So that I think that works as a hazel sort of colour. So we'll just, yeah, that's looking good actually. I like that. So it's more of a dark hazel because we can have light and dark hazel. So there's our green planet. Okay, Iris. Surprisingly, it's not evaporating in temperature here. So these objects can survive only 1 AU away from the star. Well, this star isn't really that much bigger than the sun. It's only about, I think it's about 300,000 kilometers bigger in radius. Like there's the sun. Like it's pretty much the same size. So that's pretty good. So let's go back to green here. So I don't know what to call this. I'm just gonna leave it as cool. Let's just leave it as, I don't know, Gren. I don't know. I'm awful with names, but yeah. So let's go to Iris here. Let's have some fun with you as well. So let's put you to a more hazel color as well. See, we can't have it as a light green because that would be green. So we have to have it as a dark green. Oh, that's too green, I think. So let's go more to the yellow sort of. So it's basically like a dark lime color. So here would be lime. This is sort of lime, limey yellow, but hazel is sort of like a dark lime color. So there's another sort of hazel. Let's give it a little atmosphere. Let's give it a 1,000 kilogram atmosphere mass. So that's about the same size as or pretty much the same as Mercury's atmosphere. So sort of got like a nice blue atmosphere to go with the green surface there. So that's looking good. Just to give it a little more uniqueness, and let's make it slightly larger in size so it's different from the default Iris I have. So there's that. Let's hit play, make sure everything's working. Now let's go to Theckery here. Oh, this one's heating up. That's what I want to see. So, is that why they weren't heating up? I thought it was just because, no, these guys should heat up a bit more. Well, this thing absorbs all the light it receives. Let's change that a bit. Iris, how are you doing? Oh, Iris is really smoking up. Look at this. Okay, so can we make it reflect all the light? Does that stop it? No, that never works. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is, I guess we're just going to have to make it bigger. So let's go 2,500. That's usually big enough. Alright, perfect. So, right, its orbit's still doing good. Let's make the Ganymede's orbit a little further out, just so it doesn't interfere with the other ones. So, there we go. Then let's do the same with Theckery as well. Just make it slightly bigger. Alright, so this is a very small object, so we're going to add an extra 0 there. Just make it a lot bigger. So, there is that. So, let's pause it now. Let's quickly go ahead and change the colours to hazel as well. So, let's go to you like that. Ooh, that's looking good. And then sort of like that. So quite similar. Let's brighten it up. Maybe just a slightly lighter sort of hazel. Does that fit with the hazel theme? I don't know. Does it? I guess it does. Actually, hazel as well. Since hazel eyes are a mixture of brown and green eyes, how about we have a bit of brown on there as well? Just make it look slightly different from the other ones. I think that looks interesting. Now, yeah, we'll leave that now. Yeah, hazel eyes to me would be a mixture of brown and green eyes, so I think that should be, yeah, I think that's allowed, so yeah, that's looking good. Alright, so quite a that's like a forest planet, that. So you've got green, brown, like trees and dirt and stuff like that. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. It's quite hot in temperature though, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Let's go back to green here. I just want to rotate you a little differently, so there's that. Okay, this is quite a nice system so far. I'm liking this. Well, Ganymede, we've got to keep an eye on that orbit there. Alright, next up. So, let's have an Earth-like planet. We need to have a colonized object, obviously. We always have to have a colonized one. So, what could we use here in the default one? We could try and get, I don't know what to use this, actually. Do we have any green atmosphere planets? Actually, let's go with the yellow template. Because I know it has a yellow atmosphere, but that could fit quite well with the hazel sort of colour, since it is like a dark yellow atmosphere. It's not like bright yellow. So let's have it in the green zone here. Let's actually, instead of calling it yellow, let's call it hazel. So Hazel, I believe is how you spell it. Let me check that quick. Is it hazel? Yeah, I don't want to spell it wrong, as I look like a complete fool. So, oh yes, it is Hazel. Okay, good to know. So there's that. So let's go ahead and check you. So yeah, that dark yellow atmosphere, that's pretty useful. So we just, actually, if we just put the colour of the object to black quickly, just so we can see the atmosphere properly. So, okay, here's the atmosphere. So you can see it's sort of like a yellowy colour, but yeah, I think that could work with a hazel colour. So let's go now, go to the sort of dark green yellow area, and let's go add in some hazel in. So Let's do that in there. Oh, that's looking good actually. So then we've got more of like a dark hazy colour as well. So alright, looking good. Now I want to definitely add an atmosphere. Actually, let's make it a little bigger as well. So let's give it a mass of 1.2 Earths. And then it's also, no, 1.2 Earths please. Okay, perfect. It's about the same size as Earth actually as well. Just, that's pretty much an exact replica almost. Earth is 6,371. This is 6,397. So this is very, very similar to Earth. Just Earth is slightly smaller. So, okay, we've got literally an Earth-like planet here. So now let's add some water to this bad boy. So, oh, the water definitely makes a difference here. So let's go ahead and increase this here. Oh, the water actually looks pretty good with the hazel. It's definitely like a foresty sort of planet, that. So looking good actually. I like that. So let's decrease the water a bit. And there you go. That is a very, I like that. I may just save that as a custom object. That is a very nice planet to use in the future. So there we go. I really like that. So let's just check the temperature. Let's make sure it all works. We don't want it getting too hot or too cold. So let's add the clouds back. Oh, look at the clouds. The clouds look really nice with that. That's a really nice planet. I really like that. So let's quickly just do that. So the clouds are on there. So this is I really, really like this planet. Is it just me? Like, how do you guys like this? Maybe I'll leave a comment down below saying how much you guys like this. This is probably one of the coolest custom planets I've made. I know we've got a few other. Maybe I'll bring it back in the grand finale. So yeah, look at that. That is a hazel colour. I think one of my other favourites was the Venus purple there from the purple episode. What else have I got? I think I had an Earth, like a purple Earth or something. Where is it? Purple Earth. I have it. I know I have some cool ones here from the saved ones. I don't know where it went. I definitely have some interesting ones saved here. Maybe I don't. Well, I can always go back to those simulations because I do have most of them saved. If we look here, we've got brown, cyan, green. We've got the indigo, obviously, grey, orange, pink, purple, and yellows down here, white. I've got tons of I've got all of the systems still saved. So you can always return to them someday and use them in another episode or a live stream or something. And speaking of live streams, should I do one soon? Because it's been a while. I did mention it briefly a few weeks ago, but yeah, I didn't really do anything. Yeah, should I do a live stream soon? Because yeah, it has been a long time. So yeah, there we go. So if we just take the temperature here, 20 degrees or 28 degrees. So that is a very nice, used to be a very nice place to live. So there you go. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. So right, let's give it a moon. Let's have it like a little Earth and Moon system. So let's use the brown objects as the little template here. So there's brown. So this has a brown atmosphere, or like a dark orange brown coloured atmosphere. So if we just make it all blacked out so we can see, it's similar. The atmosphere colour's similar but different. Because if you look here, that is more of a yellow glow. This is sort of more of a brownish sort of dark orange glow. So right, let's make you a lot smaller. So let's put it to 1,000 kilometers. So a lot smaller. Now let's have it so it's orbiting around our hazel colour here. Of course it's losing material. It's never easy, is it? So let's put it a little higher up. Okay, does that work? Okay, that's looking good. So there's our brown. Now let's make it the hazel colour like so. So let's make it slightly different. Let's give this one more of a brownish sort of mixture with the green. So something like that maybe. Yeah, it's definitely sort of like military colour sort of hazel is. So there's sort of like a dark green hazily sort of colour mix. So that's looking good. So we'll leave this relatively alone. We won't have any atmosphere. Actually, should we have the atmosphere or not? No, I think we'll have a little bit of just an atmosphere there, just to add the little brown effect to it. So that's looking good. But the green here has definitely got to go down a bit since it's still too bright. Okay, that's looking better. So I'm really liking the way this little systems came out here. So we've got our hazel colour. And let's call this Hazel B. That's more of a realistic name. So Hazel B, like that. So looking good. I don't really name the objects much. Let's call Cassagem Hazel, and then we'll call the little red dwarf down here. We'll call it Hazel B. I won't change the names of all the planets, but let's just call it Hazel B. And they're not capital, just lowercase. So Hazel B. Then we've got Hazel. So we'll just call this Hazel A actually. So actually, do you know is the first star called A? Well, if we just look at Sirius here, is it called Sirius A? Oh, no, I'm sure it's called Sirius A, isn't it? There's Sirius B. Sirius. Oh no, Sirius is just called Sirius. So we'll just leave this as Hazel, and then that's Hazel B. And it is capital letters actually. So let's quickly just go ahead and fix that. So then I think we go to no, not we don't want to go back to Gren. We want to go to our Hazel over here. So we'll just leave it as, actually I think it's a lowercase. Let's call it Hazel A or Hazel B, and then let's call this Hazel BB maybe. I don't really know how the naming works. But yeah, this is Hazel B, since this is in orbit of the main star. Actually, I don't know. I think lowercase are planets and then higher case are stars, but I don't know. Or is it called... no, I think it's called Hazel... I think it should be called Hazel AB. Since it's orbiting A, it's got nothing to do with the star. And then this would be called Hazel... I don't know the name. Let's just call it Hazel... oh, no! Wait. Let me just quickly... No! How do you redo... No, wait. I got to search this up. Just bear with me. Universe... I just deleted it. How to undo a action. I need to remember that command. It is undo and delete. Let's have a look. Just looking on the website here. Is there an undo option? Is there? Please see. So I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's an undo option. Ah, no. Where is it? Oh no, we just lost it. I think it's control something, but I don't know what it is. Dang it. Is it control U? Yeah, control U, isn't it? Oh, that didn't do anything. Well, that's kind of annoying. Dang it. I'm really annoyed. Is it control U, control... Trails cleared? No, that's not useful. Yeah, I think we've lost it. Dang it. I need to know the undo command. I know there's one. That's annoying. Okay, let's quickly go ahead and add a new one in. Actually, let's go back to the brown. That's where I got it from. Yeah, that's so annoying. Yeah, does anyone know the undo command? Because I know there is one. I know there is. Actually, so let's put that to 2,500. There we go. Just quickly fix you up. Just have you orbiting that. Okay, that's fine. Then let's just make it slightly little smaller. Okay, that's good. Alright, perfect. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. And then let's quickly just change the colour back to what it was. So it was sort of like a dark colour. So let's go and fix that. It's like so. Just doing it a little quicker, but yeah, there you go. That's a pretty similar to what it was. So got that orbiting that, and that is a really nice combination. That. So let's quickly just make its orbit a little bigger. So let's do that, and auto orbit just to reset it. All right, so there we go, looking good. And actually, while I'm doing this, I'm actually gonna just quickly open Steam in the background just to quickly see if there is a command. Because I think on the patch notes or like the update notes, it says there's a command to do it. So I'm just gonna view the thing here while that's doing that. Anyways. While that's all loading up, that is that done. So let's go look at our object so far. I think we can add maybe a few more in. So we've got our main star, then we've got the Hazel B, then we've got our gas giants, we've got Gren. Oh god, and then we've got Green 2, you haven't named that one. Then we've got Hazel AB, then we've got Ven, which is Venus, that's one with a hazely colour. So then we've got Thackeray here, Ganymede. So they're all quite similar sizes, these. So yeah, we have to have a little play around, make these a little bigger. So let's make Ganymede 4,000. So let's make it a lot bigger. So have that as that. Then we'll make you slightly bigger. And then these guys are relatively similar in size, but different. So that's fine. The blue atmosphere definitely makes it look different. But when you remove the atmosphere off these guys, you can see what their true colour is. These guys are a little more green than those two, which are more brownish sort of colour. But remember, Hazel is a mixture of like green and brown. So that works, I'd say. So yeah, there is that. And anyways, should we add one more? Yeah, I think we can add one more in. So let's quickly open this. All right, so... let me just see, is there a undo button? I'm sure there is. Yeah, does anyone know that? I want to know the undo button. I know there's a quick save, apparently, but is there an undo control? I'm sure there's an undo control. I used it once before, but I can't remember what it is. That's so annoying. Yeah, does anyone know the undo command? Because I know there's one. I'm sure it's control something. I just don't know. I don't know. Undo... anything? Yeah, I'm reading here. I'm just going through the notes. I can't see anything. Yeah, is any undo controls? Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, if anyone knows, please let me know. Because an undo command would be really easy. Because I can't believe I deleted it. That's just really annoying. Oh, well, yeah. I won't keep wasting you guys' time when I'm reading that. So, yeah, if anyone knows the command, please let me know. But anyways, let's put a star or an object really, really close to Hazel here. So... let's get Big Rock out. We use Big Rock like every episode, so yeah, we've got to have Big Rock again. So let's put Big Rock there. Look at how big the rock is. Let's call it Hazel Rock. We always name the big rock something. Let's call it Hazel Rock. I don't know. I'm so creative with my names. Oh well. So now let's make it Hazel. So let's have the dark sort of colours again. like so, like that. Oh, that's looking good. That's a little similar to Hazel A, or Hazel AB. Yeah, so that's pretty similar to that. So yeah, there we go. So now let's hit play, and this thing's going to heat up in temperature, but we want it to still be the surface color to be visible. So, oh, it's shrinking as well a little bit. Interesting. Let's just turn that off. So, alright, let's see what happens here. So, okay, looking good. Hopefully the orbits won't wobble around, which they are kind of slightly wobbling, but I think that's fine. So, yeah, they're all just wobbling and coming back into place. So here is our Hazel rock. So, very large. But let's actually lock the radius, and let's lower its mass to just 1 Jupiter, just so it doesn't... I think that was wobbling the system. Yeah, that sort of fixed it. There's something going on at Gren over there. Ganymede needs to make you a little closer, it looks like. So let's quickly go ahead and fix that, like so. Wait, Ganymede, orbit, Gren, please. Okay, let's quickly put you there. Is that... Come on, work. Come on, please, work. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's make it a little closer. So put it down and bring it across, then hit auto orbit. Okay, that should be fine. So there's that. Alright, so back where was I? So Hazel rock. Let's go and look on you now. So 700 degrees. Okay, looking good. Let's just reset that just to make it smaller. I know it's not the same as what it usually is, but oh well. So just to get an easy object. So there's Hazel rock. So that's our innermost object here. So there's our hatchable zones again, if you want to quickly check it out. And there we go. So there is that. But yeah, what I want to do next is we're going to go back to doing some rings. I think that's enough objects. So we're going to end off now with the rings. And this episode, not like last episode. So remember last episode, I really mucked up with the rings. So we're going to make sure we do it all correct this time. So let's go to a hazel coloured sort of dark green ring colour. Let's do that. Now let's have it as a an inner ring going all the way out to. Okay, what is the what's the distance of this object? So this is, how many AU is that? So that is 0.09. So let's have it going. Actually, how much lunar disk is this? Lunar disk. So 35. So let's have it go to 20 lunar disks. So there we go. There's our rings all set up. So let's have it around Hazel Buoy. Add ring, and there we go. That's a Hazel ring, and I'm not going to touch that. And now we're going to go over to the main Hazel star, and let's have a really far belt going out here. So what's the distance of this star or this object? So this has a distance of 3.5 AU. So let's start off with its. Let's have it as 3. Let's just have it as 4 AU. And let's have it going to 7 AU like that. And then we're going to go ahead and add the ring to Hazel like that. Add ring. And there you go. There's a interesting ring. So it's pretty much covering the whole system there. But yeah, looking good. So quite a unique sort of ring system for this this solar system. So there we go. So it's on flashlights. You can see the Hazel, and they blend in quite nicely with the background, which is pretty good. So there you go. If you want to see them a little easier, there you go. You can see the green objects there. So looking good. So yeah, there we go. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode, since this is the second to last episode of the series. So next episode is going to be the last episode. Now don't give me any suggestions. I've already chosen what I'm going to do for it, and a lot of you guys have suggested it before. So if you're smart, you may know what I'm going to be doing for the grand finale. It's going to be different to all the other episodes, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, there we go. So if you've got any ideas for other videos, which I could do with like some of those super bright stars and custom objects and stuff I have here, then yeah, feel free to leave that down below. And there is that Earth Purple. I knew I had it. It's there. That's the one I really liked as well. And there was like a volcanic one I liked somewhere here. Maybe Venus Purple. No, it wasn't that. There was definitely another one here I really, really liked. I definitely saved it because I got it out in another episode once. So yeah, there's some good objects to use in this little area here. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Helps on the journey to 1,500 subscribers if you haven't already. And yeah, make sure you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Hey, like, it's not even the 10th of November yet, so we've gone up over 100 in less, or we've gone up almost 100 in literally less than 10 days. So that is awesome. We only hit 1.4 not that long ago, so this is just awesome. Yeah, cannot thank you guys enough, because it's just awesome. Like, it goes up so quickly. So yeah, cannot thank you enough. But anyways, continuing from yesterday's episode, lots and lots of you literally said to me, so if I'm just get the comment up now, so just so we can have an exact look. So going back to the pistol star where we're doing how luminous it was, if we go to the comments here, if I just quickly check on my phone here, so I asked how, or do you guys know how luminous it was, and every single one of you said 1,600,000. I don't really know honestly, but I think this is Hazel. So if we just go and change this colour too, let's go to the green and just do a dark sort of greenish. Okay, wow, that's not even visible. What the heck? Game? What are you doing? Did we break it? Right, let's just try a different one. See if that makes a difference. Oh, there's the red. Okay, we need to do it on one that's got tons of colour all the way around. Ah. Okay, let's try this one. So, okay, let's go back to the sort of dark colours here. So, okay, this should be interesting. So, does that work? I don't know. Maybe a bit more yellow to it, just to get that little extra. Then we can increase the brightness of it. See that? I'd say that's hazel, sort of like a hazily colour. Like, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 video. And today we are doing another episode of the coloured solar system. So this is going to be the second to last episode. So that means the next episode is going to be like the finale of this series, since there's literally no more colours to do. So yeah, if you remember last episode, we did the indigo coloured solar system, so dark blue basically, and yeah, here it is. So if you remember, I did mess it up, but I have fixed it, so you can see here, it's pretty much the best replica I could make of the original one. So yeah, we've got that. But anyways, let's get into today's new simulation. But anyways, before we start, guys, there's actually one thing I want to do here, a little continuation from yesterday's episode, and also, we're already halfway to 1,500 subscribers. This is insane. It's not really the easiest thing to find. So if I just look at Hazel quickly, I'll just go on images here. Yeah, Hazel's sort of like a dark greeny yellow colour. So yeah, I think that looks sort of fine, I guess. Maybe just a tad bit of yellow sort of colour in there. That, I'd say that's Hazel. Or anyways, it's sort of like a dark military green. So however you want to call it. But yeah, I'll just call it Hazel for this. So we'll increase the star intensity so we can actually see some good stars here. So yeah, there we go. So since there are no green stars, as you guys should probably all know, what star should we use today? So, okay, I think I'm going to use a white star again. So let's go for just a random white star here. So let's go with Castor Gem, maybe. So we're going to go ahead and add that in because, yeah, so 1, 6, okay, there's a lot of zeros, but is that it? So that's 160, that's 1,600. That's 16,000, 160,000, and then so that's 1.6 million. So we're going to go ahead and update that. So that's all done. So now we've got all of that. We've finally got the pistol star correct. So that's perfect. Anyways, so today the colour we are doing is Hazel. So it's sort of like that dark greenish eye colour people can have. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can make a background to show this off. So we'll just use the green one as a template here, but Hazel, if we go to the green, it's sort of like a mixture of like green and yellow, I want to say, something like this sort of colour, this sort of like hazily